This trip to Venice was a little different in that when we normally go down there every 3 or 4 months in a year, I like to go down and dive and look for fossilized megalodon teeth and other types of shark teeth, as well as other types of animals that lived in prehistory. This time I wanted Mary Martha to be able to go and see some of that now that she has her diver certification. So I was really excited that she was able to go along with me for a couple of dives near the end of the trip. And she got to hunt fossils with me, and it was kind of a special time for me, and I hope it was for her. I came across a pair of these rainbow-colored fish. I'm not sure the species, but anyway, they were fun to watch and video, and I kind of got distracted and lost my sense of direction there for a little bit while I was chasing them around the bottom. On one of my earlier dives during the trip, although the visibility was kind of low and murky, I found this really nice meg tooth with Aristocats charters. And then it happened. On the Aquanext diving charter, a young man who was a really nice fella called David Owsley found this 6-inch, very nice shark tooth, megalodon tooth, and it set the bar high for everyone on the boat, and I'd never seen one come up on the boat that was that big myself. It was an absolute monster, and as you can see by the Coke can, it was longer by 1.5 inches than the Coke can. And comparing it to anything else found on the boat for that day, it was just, it dwarfed them all. But anyway, it made me envious and happy for him as well. What a find. So anyway, for the rest of the next few dives, it seemed like I was always coming up with crappy, broken teeth, and here's one of them. This one here looked like it was going to be a pretty good one, and so I gently tried to reveal it slowly and carefully to increase the dramatic effect. But after I picked it up, oh no, not a broken ear off the root. This one looked like it could be all there, but of course not, because I'm running through a dry spell. So after a few little disappointments as far as megalodon teeth are concerned, I get distracted by a very odd looking fish. I'm not sure of the species, but he was certainly worth filming. This one was not like I really like to find them, with all barnacles all over them and a little chinked up, but it's a little improvement. Then back with the Aristocats charter, I'm in a rubble field and I just suddenly came upon this little gem of a tooth. It's a real pretty one, probably about 3.5 inches long, but this is a better find, and I really like to see them this way. And this one would clean off fairly nicely with not a lot of effort, and once back on board and then at home, it turned out to be a real nice tooth. Then on a dive with aqua nuts, I came upon this tooth, which was the second one I'd found on this dive, but it cleaned off really nicely, and it was a very nice, nearly perfect tooth. But right before that one, I had found a 5-incher that was in too murky of water for me to really video. So the next best thing was for me to just basically show the photographs of it back on the boat once we got out of the water. Measuring at exactly 5 inches long, I was very proud of this tooth, and of course on this particular dive trip for that day of 3 dives, my tooth turned out to be the top dog for that whole day. The root and the burlette are both kind of a blonde color, which apparently adds to the value of this kind of a tooth. So anyway, I'm a proud owner of a nice 5-inch Megalodon tooth that is close to the colors of a golden beach tooth. My wife, Mary Martha, is a new diver, and she got to see what I see when I'm out hunting shark teeth on the last day of diving. And this little grouping is what we found together, which I think she was having a good time looking for. And that evening we celebrated by having dinner at the Crow's Nest. This grouping here is a sampling of all the Megs and Meg fragments that I found during our trip this time. There are about 5 really good Megs that were displayable in a frame, and about 2 or 3 that were pretty good but not that great, and then the rest were fragments. All in all, I thought it was a very successful trip.